my name is Roseli. I am an entrepreneur, and this is a place for creatives and business owners looking to upgrade their content. So today we're going to be talking about how to shoot high quality videos with your iPhone, camera quality videos with your iPhone. I know so often we can feel like in order to shoot this kind of content, we have to have cameras and lenses and you know, mics and lights and all of that. And although sometimes those things are helpful, I really want to help you maximize what you have at the tip of your fingers. So I'm going to show you some settings. I'm going to give you some tips on how to really maximize what you have to create the best content possible for yourself or for your business. Or if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, whatever it is, we're really going to help you with that today. So let's get right into it. 2, 1. Okay, we are officially screen recording, and the first thing that I need you to do is go to camera in your settings, and from there we're gonna go through different things. I have it written down just for y'all, just so I don't forget anything. And the first thing is go to formats. I'm gonna go through the way I have my settings, which really help me capture the footage for it not to take up so much space on your phone, and all of that. So you're gonna have camera capture on high efficiency. We have Apple Pro RAW and Apple Pro Res off. And the reason for that is because if you have them on, the videos would take up a lot of space on your phone. So it's not sustainable to have those on for long periods of time. So I have those off for the most part, and still we get awesome footage. So that's for formats. Next, we want to record video. I have it at 4K at 24 frames per second. Of course, I'll show you in the camera itself a little shortcut for that on how to change it. But for the most part, I always have it at 4K at 24, unless I want to do slow-mo or something, in which case I'll change it to 60 frames per second. So we have show PAL formats, HDR video, and auto FPS off. And lock camera on. And that helps with it not messing up the quality, so it doesn't switch between cameras, which is super helpful in the quality staying the same throughout the video. I don't know if you guys have seen that, where sometimes the video on your iPhone will go from great quality to bad quality in a second. If you click lock camera, it won't be able to do that anymore, which is super important, especially when you're filming long format videos like this. You know, if I was filming half of it and then in the middle of it, it decided it was gonna change the lens, that would be a problem. And so make sure you have that lock camera on. That's really important. So then next we're gonna have record stereo sound on right there. And we're gonna go into preserve settings. So we're gonna have camera mode on, and that means it just stays on what you used before. So if I just was recording video on my phone, whenever I go back into the app, it's gonna go into video, and of course I can change it to whatever I want. That's just helpful if I'm doing, for me personally, if I'm doing reels for a client, I don't have to keep switching off. You know, I'm on video, I stay on video, and then of course if I switch to photo and then I get out the app, when I get back in, it's gonna go straight to photo. So that's really helpful. We're gonna have creative controls off, exposure adjustment off, night mode off. We're gonna have portrait zoom and live photo on. I really enjoy live photo. Obviously that has nothing really to do with video, but I really enjoy live photo. I think it allows you to, if you blinked, you know, you're able to kind of, okay, let me go back to right before I blinked. So that's super helpful for me when it comes to photo, but we're talking about video today. Okay, so we're gonna go down to composition and where it says grid and all of that, and we're gonna have the grid on. I really like to have the grid on. It really allows you, and it helps you to get those angles, center your shots, and it helps you with the rule of thirds. So that is super helpful, and I always have that on, and I suggest you do the same. So some of the last things I wanted to show you guys, like I said, was those shortcuts. That is super ghetto. Yes, my room is a mess. But anyways, let me cover that. Okay, so right there at the top right, you're going to be able to see that it says 4K 24. If I click it, it changes to HD 30, HD 60, 4K. So you can kind of change each one by just clicking on it. And that's super helpful, so you don't have to go back to settings to change it. If you're shooting something that maybe doesn't need to be as high quality, you can just change to HD. change, if you're doing slow motion, change to 60 frames. It's kind of like that shortcut that makes it super easy to switch, which I love. And then something else is tapping on the screen where you want it to focus. I don't know, to me this is like common knowledge, but I just want to share with you guys maybe some obvious things that could help a lot, especially in something like cinematic mode. Really clicking on the subject that you want to focus on helps that subject, of course, stand out because the camera is focusing on that subject. So wherever you want to focus, even if it's not in the center, if you're trying to focus on something on, let's say, the right corner, all you have to do is tap it and it will focus on. So another shortcut I wanted to show you guys is being able to change the exposure. So all you have to do is click on the camera whenever you're taking a video, and a little box with a sunshine on the side will pop up, and that allows you to either make the exposure higher or make it lower. All you have to do is tap, and then you take that little sun and you can bring it all the way down to lower the exposure, or all the way up to higher the exposure, or somewhere in the middle. And whenever you start recording, that stays, right? And then when you stop recording, it'll go back to what it was before. So that's super helpful. I use that all the time. And I would say that especially if you're doing YouTube videos of yourself, or just honestly any videos for your business, try to always use the back camera and not the front camera. I know we get so used to, because it's easier using the front camera, but the quality is so different. Like, the back camera is so much better in quality. The lenses are just so much better on our phones. And so I would suggest to really finding a way to do that and shooting with your back camera. All right, guys, so the last thing I wanted to talk about is some accessories that really, really help take your game to the next level. And that would honestly be a phone tripod and a remote. So a phone tripod is what it sounds like. My camera is sitting on a tripod right now. It would just be one of those for a phone. They're super cheap on Amazon. I'm gonna link one below. And getting a little remote that allows you to start recording from afar. It connects to your phone with Bluetooth. All you have to do is click record and talk away, or do whatever you want to do. And it's super easy, it's super helpful. And I love that. So the second thing I would say, especially for my realtors, I know that you guys do, different house tours and stuff like that. I would say a phone stabilizer is super important. I use one for my camera all of the time, and it just helps so much because as humans, we're just shaky, and so a stabilizer would really help you get those smooth B-roll shots without having to be super stable, because the stabilizer is being stable for you, right? So I'm gonna definitely link one below as well, so you guys can be able to find it easily. They're also not super expensive. I think they're like $100 or something like that. But it's super helpful, and it'll really take that content to the next level. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I am just so grateful to be back on YouTube making videos. I promise you we're gonna be more consistent, posting at least twice a month. And I really want this to be a place of knowledge, of information, a place where you guys can come and just feel like you've left with something that you can apply to your business, to your personal life, to your YouTube channel, to whatever it is, to your brand. I really wanna share my knowledge with you guys as someone who works with different businesses and brands to help them upgrade their content. I want to share some tips with you guys because, not everybody can invest in a production company to do things for them. And so I really just want to share my knowledge with you guys on how you can, get the best quality on your own as well. So make sure you subscribe for more, like this video, comment below what videos you want to see, what do you want to learn about. I would love to share with you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!